All right, mathematicians, here we're using angle addition with relation between the angles. So they tell us that the measure of angle WXZ, the big angle, is 95 degrees. And then they tell us that the measure of angle 1 is 4 times the measure of angle 2. So here I could put 4 times the measure of angle 2. So the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 1, which is also 4 times the measure of angle 2, is equal to the big angle, which is 95 degrees. Now, one of these measures of angle 2 plus 4 of those measures of angle 2 is 5 measures of angle 2, and that's equal to 95 degrees. To get rid of multiplying by 5, we'll divide by 5, and that gets the measure of angle 2 by itself, and we get 19. And you can look at it and make sure that it's reasonable for that angle to be 19 degrees. All right, this time the measure of angle WXZ is 100, and then the measure of angle 1 is 30 more than the measure of angle 2. So in place of measure of angle 1, I could put 30 plus measure of angle 2. And so 30 plus the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 2 is equal to 100 degrees. So that's one measure of angle 2 plus another measure of angle 2, so that's 2 measures of angle 2. And I'm trying to solve for the measure of angle 2. I want to get that by itself. So to get rid of the plus 30, we'll subtract 30 from each side. That's just inverse operations. And so we get the 2 times the measure of angle 2 is equal to 70. To get rid of multiplying by 2, divide by 2 on each side. And so the measure of angle 2 is equal to 35 degrees. That was our goal, to find the measure of angle 2. So sometimes it may have a multiplication type relationship like we saw in the last one where one was 4 times the other. This one we're seeing that this angle is 30 more than the other angle, measure of angle 2. But either way, we can use that angle addition to set up an equation and then solve. And so if you want to, you could let like x represent the measure of angle 2. And then instead of this equation, we'd have 30 plus x equals 100. So that might be easier to solve.